What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Flying Dutchman videos. As you can see, we're still playing The Last of Us Remastered. I had to take a few days off of making videos and uploading videos to deal with some university stuff, because that's about to start again. Yes, as you can see, we're playing Last of Us, and it's now quite some time later from the incident in the suburbs. I guess a good couple of months actually. So we're still on the way to Tommy's Dam. We're actually very close to it now. This video is about a half an hour long, so we're gonna see, or you're gonna see, some part of gameplay at Tommy's Dam as well. We're not just gonna get there, we're actually gonna play through there as well. So with that in mind, let's get started. So actually take a good look at this SUV, because there's some stuff around here, so don't just go down to the river. Make sure you check this little area out as well.
Come on.
So we're gonna have to get down to the riverbank and then
what happened between you two?
move up under the bridge,
You and Tommy.
and then we get to a
You're
dam,
not together,
and
so really
we're just gonna have to
something
solve a small puzzle at the dam, which is not very complicated. It actually
So what was
repeats the
The
old get a floating raft for Ellie puzzle we've seen about 100 times before by now.
Promised him hope. That kept him busy for a while, but just like Tommy, he eventually quit that too.
How was it? The last time you saw him?
I believe his last words to me were, "I don't ever want to see your goddamn face again."
But he's gonna help us?
Suppose we're gonna find out.
Well, they're without his help. We'll get it.
Let's just get going.
There's actually a few collectibles around the river as well. We're gonna notice that as well as we climb up on the other side. There's a small collectible with a tiny story attached to it, which is kind of depressing, but hey, it's still a collectible. These little snippets of stories from people also populating this world, or populated this world, tend to be kind of depressing.
Oh, I'll read that later.
Mostly about death and suffering. Doesn't matter on which side of the boulder you pass, because you always end up on the same path towards the dam. You have to go up here.
Whoa, what's that?
Right there's a hydroelectric power plant.
You could have just called it a dam.
It uses the river's movement and turns it into electricity.
How does it do that?
I wonder if Troy Baker
Look, I know
actually
what it
comes
is,
from
I don't know
Texas.
how it does.
Because he's putting on an accent here, that's
How
quite
are we
obvious,
getting
but
across?
still. At the top of the stairs, actually, the shed we come across, that's a shiv door with some resources you can use, so make sure you get that. I can't remember how much is in there, but it's actually quite a lot, as you see here. It's quite funny how he kind of does a little dance when he's at these cabinets. He just starts moving and juking. I actually got an achievement. Yeah, I got an achievement out of that. This might have been like one of the, maybe the first achievement I got for this. I'm not entirely sure. This game doesn't seem to be very achievement happy. I haven't gotten a lot so far. I'm a tiny bit ahead of where this video is, and I don't think I've gotten another achievement since then.
Well, that gets us
So after you
halfway.
get that,
If you get the other one up, we'll make
you have to get a raft. That raft is a tiny bit hidden, as in we need to dive down to the into the water reservoir here and get it unstuck, so we can get it up. I didn't know this at first. I sort of dicking around the area, and the game eventually got tired of me and provided me with a hint, after which I got the message. Actually, went into this little sunken hut before, because I figured out there might be a collectible down there. It turned out there wasn't, but somehow I didn't pick up that you could use that pallet to get Ellie across. So you have to get underneath it and then push it out, basically, or press triangle and Joel will push it out.
Alright, I need you to...
I know. Step on the fucking pallet.
In his potty mouth. In terms of combat, this is actually a fairly low-key part of the story, because there doesn't happen. Well, there is action, but it only happens, at least in terms of how long this video is, towards the end of the video. Until then, we're mostly negotiating or getting through the hills here and getting up to Tommy's camp. Actually, I think, yeah, this is probably one of the more exposition-heavy chapters in the story, because of just how much it goes into the relationship between Joel and his brother, and also what's starting to form or has formed between Joel and Ellie. Because evidently, it's not just Ellie is not just a package anymore that Joel needs to get to the Fireflies.
Teamwork.
And the tension seems to come from Ellie thinking like that already, and Joel not quite being there. It's actually, if you go up here, you can see the wall around the camp, the outer perimeter. But if you go down,
I know, I am too.
yeah, I did go down again. There's a little collectible you can get by going behind this fireplace area. It's actually kind of depressing, as I said before. But you'll see in just a few seconds.
That's too small. Great.
Forgot to leave that stupid robot on his grave. What should I do with it?
Ellie.
What? I want to talk about it.
No.
Why not?
How many times do we need to go over this? Things happen, and we move on.
It's just...
That's enough.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Let's get to Tommy's.
Joel's a bit emotionally constipated. Then again, who wouldn't be after all the shit he's been through? So after that, you can either climb up the hill, or just use this staircase and get up to Tommy's camp. After which a short cutscene will trigger. So I think this used to be an old Fedric camp, which was abandoned, and then Tommy and his band kind of took it over. Some stuff around there as well. Don't forget to check in that little guard post, because there's the a souped-up revolver in there, which apparently is very powerful, but doesn't have a lot of ammo. But still, it's bound to be useful for taking out high-level infected. Actually, could have used that skill quite a number of times in the chapters before, so I don't know why I upgraded to it just now. But so yeah, like I said, there's a new weapon for you to pick up in the guard post. Apparently ammo for this is very rare, so conserve your ammo, I would say.
Don't even think about reaching for your weapon. Tell the girl to drop hers now.
Ellie, do as the lady says.
Hey.
Please tell me you're lost.
Oh, we didn't know the place was occupied. We're just trying to make our way through.
Through to where?
They're all right.
Wait, you know these people?
Know him. He's my goddamn brother.
Tommy.
Holy shit.
How you doing, baby brother?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Let me look at you. You get fucking old.
Easy. It's gonna happen to you, too.
This is Maria. Be nice to her. She sort of runs things around here.
Ma'am, thanks for not blowing my head off.
Would have been embarrassing, considering you're my brother-in-law.
We all gotta get wrangled up at some point.
Ellie, right?
Interestingly, he doesn't
Yeah.
seem to have aged
What'd
that
you do
much compared to the last time we saw him in the prologue.
That's kind of a long story.
Why don't we bring him inside?
Yeah. You hungry?
Starving.
So this is about, I guess, a good, let's see how long this video is, a good 10 to even maybe 15 minutes of exposition in here.
A lot of bandits in this area.
It's been quiet for a few days.
So if you're not into that kind of stuff, I would advise you to skip ahead to about the last, let's see, it's now 12 minutes, 30,
Turbines inside.
We have
let's say the last 10 minutes or so, which is bound to be more action heavy.
No way.
So if you want to know the story, just stick around.
Hey, Tommy, give me a hand with this.
Hey Tommy, give me a hand with this. Some of the voice acting is odd.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. He likes when you cut his ears.
Obviously he didn't
ever
really
ride
talk
one?
like that, but
I actually.
kind of exaggerated.
You know, if you want, we can take him riding later.
That'd be awesome.
I still don't know if all these prompts, if you do them, will actually lead to some kind of achievement, or is if it's just,
All right, let's continue the tour.
I don't know, just little gimmick or something like that.
Earl?
Yeah?
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to head back this morning?
Still waiting on Hauser and the rest of the boys to relieve me.
You know, we'll be fine. Just go home to your family.
Just a couple more hours. I'll tough it out.
All right, look, take it easy.
Magical backpack of weapon holding.
Maria,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're in the control room. Steve's about to start it back up. You want to come check it out?
I'd rather eat with Ellie.
It's my turn anyway. I'll go.
I'll come with you. Go with Maria. Get some food in.
Joel?
Come on, Ellie. Let's give the boys some space. I'm sending Tommy over. Stand by.
This will be the 6th time of them trying to get the turbines back online. We've been here just a week, and it feels like forever. I got something for you. Last year I went back to Texas, back home. Most of our stuff is long gone. Most of it. Here. It's a little faded, but it still looks pretty good.
I'm good.
You sure? I mean,
I've said I'm good.
okay. I'll hold on to it for you.
Tommy, I need to talk to you. Privately.
Yeah, okay. Let me just check on my guys real quick. Come on.
That real quick of his is probably gonna last another a few good minutes actually. Interestingly, this is just a bit of side talk, but I recently read that Sony apparently isn't looking into remastering a lot of their old PS3 hits, basically. of course, if anyone, like if any other publisher developer wants to do it, that's probably up to them. But I'd guess we're probably not going to see much more remasterings, except maybe, probably, I would say actually, Uncharted. I would actually be surprised if there isn't going to be an Uncharted remastered collection or something like that, or all 3 games individually remastered and up for sale sometime next year. Actually, I'd be kind of, obviously Naughty Dog is also working on a new Uncharted, so who knows if they have the time for it, but it would make sense to do it at some point.
With the idea of being self-sustained, we got crops and livestock. Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore? We're doing it. Give it up. You ain't saving that turbine.
Oh, I'll get it. Been at it for too long to give up now.
Actually, isn't any stuff in here. I just thought there might be when I walked down there.
What do you do for protection?
Adults take turns guarding the perimeter. We even got an electrified fence between campers.
Yeah, you still got to deal with infected, though, right?
Who doesn't? But it's the world we live in.
Or maybe you don't have to be.
You sound like Marlene.
Well, we know more than you do, Tommy. I figure the game is gonna
Ready?
throw a monkey wrench in that plan. Anyway,
That's a guard dog. That's a good boy. Maybe
the
good to have
whole
around.
save the girl, save the world plot. Ellie's not gonna die, because, well, that'd be real shitty, but I have a feeling the whole plan to
These
cure
two
the
geniuses
infection is
gonna
not gonna
bring this
work
plant
out
back
as the Fireflies
think we got
originally
this.
intended to.
You don't believe us?
I didn't say that.
I'll bet you $1 million it works.
Sure. Make it 2.
We're almost ready. They just need to finish putting the shield back on. No rush.
If you have
like a good
leftover parts, just use them here and upgrade some of your stuff. It's actually gonna come in real handy, because we're going to end up in a firefight shortly after we talk to Tommy. I don't really know where those guys came from. It's kind of weird. The game suddenly spawns a bunch of bandits inside of a dam, but without any explanation of how they got there. But we'll get to that in a few minutes.
This'll do just fine.
To the left. Watch it.
That flag, like, well, if you guys remember way back in, maybe even the first video, they had a similar, smaller American flag in, was it Boston? Yeah, Boston, which just looked real, well, it didn't exactly look next gen,
Right, that's good.
to be blunt.
Go. Gimme.
Flag physics clearly weren't an area of interest to Naughty Dog while making this game. And we have power.
We did it, boys!
Nice work, boys.
Somebody get on the horn and give Maria the good news.
One like overarching theme I had in my head while I was walking around is that this is not gonna last, sadly. Like, you can't make a turbine run forever in this kind of world, because there's a finite supply of replacement parts. Skilled labor is gonna go away at some point, so how's that gonna work out in the long run? Kind of depressing, actually. Thought we might be able to jump on those beams, but that wasn't the case, sadly. We're actually really close to the little area we need to go to talk to Tommy in private.
It's quite the crew you got here.
They're good men. This place gives them a second chance. Gives us all a second chance. So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Well, go on then.
She's immune.
Immune to what? Oh,
Seen her-
come on.
I know, I've seen her breathe enough spores to take down a dozen men. And nothing. Now, I wouldn't have believed it neither. But I can show you.
All right. I'll bite. Why bring her here?
I'm supposed to deliver to the Fireflies. The way I figure they're your boys. You finish the job, you collect the whole damn payment.
I haven't seen a Firefly in years.
You know where they are. Now, I'm not asking for much, Tommy. I just want some simple gear, enough to set me on my way.
What makes you think I'd do this for you?
This isn't for me, Tommy. This is for your damn cause.
My cause is my family now.
Why would
You ain't
why
talking
would
about
he
some
want to
walk in the
have
park.
Tommy collect
Jesus, boy.
whatever they're gonna pay him?
Have Maria get some of your born-again friends to do it.
They
but
got families too.
Tommy, I need this.
Also, what would the payment be? Because originally, the idea was to give him and
You want some gear,
Tess the guns
Sure.
back.
but I ain't taking that girl off
Rob
your
or whatever the
hands.
guy's name was that sold to
This
the,
is how
the
you gonna
Fireflies.
repay me, huh?
Repay you.
For all those goddamn years I took care of us.
Took care. That's what you call it? I got nothing but nightmares from those years.
You survived because of me.
It wasn't worth it.
I bring you the cure from mankind, and you want to play the pissy little brother.
We ain't back in Boston. You lay your hands on me again, it won't end well for you.
The hell is that?
We're under attack. You still remember how to
Yeah,
kill,
still
right?
some bad blood between these two.
Shit! Bandit! Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
I was real bummed out by that. If that guy on the side hadn't shot him, that arrow would have struck home.
Over here!
Somehow I missed both of those shots. Don't even know why. That was a nice swing though. It's kind of hard to see who the your allies are and who the enemy is.
Fucking drop him! Damn right. Everything's cool.
Apparently your allies. Oh, what? Totally forgot I actually died at this point. Apparently your allies will also keep shooting even if you grab an enemy
Don't let him into the
into a
building!
chokehold. That was definitely a hit. If you're more of the run and gun type, the shorty's actually a real good weapon to use because you can just charge them. I think even faster than if you have a long weapon and just blast them close. But you have to be careful because there's only going to be 2 shots, so you better make sure they count. Boom.
You guys see anything?
We got him.
Let's get to the bridge.
Bandits! They're breaking into the building!
Can you get out of there?
No, we're trapped.
We're gonna come to you. Just take
They're here! Ellie, hide!
Maria. God damn it.
It's actually a real good spot for sniping enemies because of the long sight lines on this on the bridge spanning the turbines.
Watch my back.
Just watch out that I don't think I've had this happen, but some of the enemies might conceivably use a little hallway in between the turbines and cut across and pop up on your side and shoot you. So yeah, whenever you come across a tomahawk or an axe, just take it because it's just as good as the machete, but I think it has more durability. So one hit kills, but it lasts longer. That was a very quick hit with the axe. Don't know how.
We gotta get to the girls! Right behind you.
Joe, do your thing.
Hey, you see that?
Like I said, it's real hard to figure out whether some of the enemies are actually enemies or not. I thought that guy was with us, and then I got close and he suddenly got alerted. We're actually... well, not entirely. These guys are the last enemies we'll have to fight, and then we'll get to Ellie and Tommy's wife. That's it.
Tommy?
Maria?
I'm all right. The kid's with me.
I was too damn close.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh man, they were coming in from every direction. Then Maria was like, "We gotta run!" And so we dove over these tables, and this huge guy blasted with a shotgun.
Slow down. Listen, hey, are you hurt?
No.
Okay guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks, as always, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys soon for the next video.
Absolutely
Bye-bye.
not. You tell him to go find somebody else.
Maria, I can't have this hanging over my head.
Do you have any idea how many men we lost here today?
What's that all about? Does that have anything to do with me?
Talk about it later.
Did he tell you where the lab is?
We'll talk about it later.
Later. Right.
One fuck up and then I turn into one of those widows, okay?
I have to do this. I don't know what else to say.
Fine.
Maria.
Here we go.
You. If anything at all happens to him, it's on you.
She's thankful, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take that girl of yours to the Fireflies. You don't have to worry about it.
It's best this way.
Well, maybe some real good will come of this.
I need to talk to Ellie.
Say again, I didn't hear you. Joe!
What is it?
That girl of yours. She took one of our horses and rode off.
Damn it. Which way?
Come on.